Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Mount and Blade to Bannerlord, a Let's Play tutorial series. So last episode, we resolved our war with Khuzait, and we ended up basically taking everything that we wanted. One of the first things I'm going to do is to disband my army, and then add back my companions, because I want all of my vassals to be able to feed for themselves, etc., etc. Now, before I started this episode, I went through all the clans, and these are the clans that do not currently have territory, i.e. the easier to recruit ones. Now, keep in mind, I do have a ridiculous 610,000 dinars, so I can afford people. Before I start my war against Vlandia, I would like to try to recruit some of these clans here. Some of them I've talked with maybe too recently. It's really hard to tell. But what I'm doing here is I'm just... Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have been starring. I should have been tracking. Let me fix that. Alright, so these are sort of the local ones that are within Vlandia territory. And I will just try to recruit those guys. If I fail at recruiting the three people, these bottom three right here, I will attempt to recruit the others. Ingolthur actually is not too far away either. And then Ospir should be close as well. They're all, as you can see, in Vlandia territory, which is very convenient for me because that's exactly where I want to be when the war starts. So, first things first, let's head out to Vlandian territory and try to recruit these vassals. And then I'd also like to add to my own army. My companions have missing troops, and I too have missing troops. And I think it's about time that I fill in those gaps. While I'm on my way over, I'm going to stop in at Legata to see if there's anything for me to buy, upgrades, etc. With my vast wealth, it might be worth it. Also making sure to always be adding recruits. Well, Vlandian recruits. The Imperials, I'm just going to ransom off. I don't want them. They slow me down, and I don't want to feed them. Yeah. The Legion of the Betrayed left Saralandia. Sarandon, you have Diathma. This territory will go to you. So the reason I am, and I've mentioned this, so many times, but I just want to remind you just in case. The reason I am recruiting people is because, you know, if I'm about to take territory, I want the territory I'm taking to go to people that do not have a lot of territory so that I have a larger force. So now that we're here, let's trade and ditch some stuff. Let's see. Weapons. Get rid of all of it. All of it. All of it. And the sheep and the cow. Now, I have a ton of grain. I'm going to hold on to the grain that I have. The reason being is there are some requests that will allow me to add recruits for grain that I possibly will be able to get when I go over to Vlandian territory. I'm not sure if this is natively Vlandian or not. I'll have to check. This is Bound Settlement of Thractatory Castle. My guess is it's not Bound Vlandian, but I'll check anyway. It won't hurt. Now, another thing that I have not been doing is managing my own territories. I've been leaving my towns and castle, I think I own, alone. Let's see if that is true. I've got 1 castle, 5 towns. That's a lot of territory. And I haven't really been doing a lot of improvements because I've been at war rather constantly. Okay, yep, these are Imperials, so forget it. Usankt will have Vlandians that I'll be able to add. And my own party, I can have up to 298, almost a clean 300. So I am many, many, many recruits below my maximum. And then another thing is, initially, these marked territories were where my potential recruits were, but I'm sure they have moved since then. Okay, none of them... Oh, they're fighting Azurai. None of them happen to be here at the moment, so I'm... Yeah. I'd recognize the names. So I'll start to track them down. Oh, boy. I think because Vlandia and Azurai are at war with one another, there is going to be a very dry spell of how many recruits I can add. So let's take a quick look. Clans. I'm going to, let me untrack, this will take a minute, but let me untrack all these current territories and figure out who of these 5 are the closest to me, and then I will make an effort to go seek them out. So you, my good man, oops, is in your 7th, and Curian at Maranath, Peric at Ox Hall, Osbeer at Turby, and Ingolther at Ox Hall as well. Alright, so Ox Hall, if we zoom all the way out, whoever's at 7th is almost certainly in Cervic's army. Who was it? It wouldn't be you. Peric? Nope. If only I had a good memory, right? Alright, so you... Abaltos, or whatever his name is, yeah, he's definitely in Cervic's army. So I'm not going to be able to recruit him. Oh no, he's actually, he ran north. Perfect. Hello? You have a negative 15, and let's try to convince you. Double critical success chance. So there is currently a bug about the 100% charm thing. It works to my benefit, so I don't really mind. I don't know when that bug is going to be fixed, but hey, if it's working to my benefit, that's like I said, fun. Okay, so we have one guy. I paid 104,000, but we have one guy. I would say the next closest is probably Ancurian at Maranath. So we'll head up that way. While we're heading up, I should probably hit up all of the towns and villages for recruits as well. Not that I suspect there will be many, because of the war going on. So there was one at Maranath, 2 at Axhall, and then 1 up north at Turby. Also keep in mind, I'm not just recruiting for myself, I'm also recruiting for my companions who have lost troops as well. So I need more than just to fill up my own. Oh, but you guys are Battanian. I could add Battanians to my army and then give them to my companions, but I don't think I'd rather not. Let's check Incurian now. So I can take you off my list because you're recruited. And then Incurian is still found at Maranath. Hopefully not in prison. Well, no, he was Battanian, so he wouldn't be in a prison in his own town. That doesn't make much sense. Yeah, he's just sitting in the town, waiting to be told what to do, I guess. I don't know. Incurian? I might have to go to the keep. I don't know why I wasn't letting me talk to him. But yeah, he's standing right next to Trustin. How do I get up there? Trustin, brother, could you tell Incurian to come down to me? Oh, I definitely went the wrong way. Man, this is one shoddy looking Lord Keep or whatever. Looks like a dwarf fortress or so, I don't know. Okay, this is probably not the way to get here, but I don't care. It works. Hello. Okay. Going for the critical charm, and I think because I got a critical success chance there, I really can't fail because of the bug that gives me 100%. Let's just say that all of the critical fails that I had in the past paid it forward, and now I have critical success instead. So there's yet another recruit, and this is looking good. Two recruits would be enough for me to start a war with Vlandia, but I am going big, because why not? Why not go big? So, let's take you off of my list. So, who's left? We've got Peric, who's at Oxhall. And then we've got Osbeer, who's at Ostican. I'll track Ostican. And then Ingolther, who's at Oxhall. So, Oxhall and Ostican. These two areas here are the sort of important things to look for, or to head to. I'm going to take a brief stop in Pencanock to see if there's anything for me to buy. Oh. Oh, man. Highland Noble Armor. I mean, it's too expensive for my blood, because it would bankrupt me. Actually, it would more than bankrupt me. I don't even have enough for it. But maybe someday. Maybe someday. When I have no recruits left to recruit. Okay, I can also take 7th off of tracking. And just to make sure I know what's going on, Vlandia, you are currently at war with Southern Empire and with Azerai. Your numbers are much smaller than that. Look, I'm 11,000. I now are bigger than Khuzait. Khuzait might be bigger, might become bigger as a result of them re-recruiting or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it took a lot of work and a lot of effort to recruit and expand and recruit and expand. But it's starting to pay off. We, at this point, I would pretty safely say we have the largest queendom, in my case, in all of the land. Going from a nobody who could barely take out bandits to Queen of the Plurality. The most powerful queen of the land. And maybe the only queen, actually. I don't think there's any other female sovereigns. Okay, I don't see the guys we were looking for at Oxhall right now. Peric went to Larnac, and Ingolther went to Charis. Whoa, Ingolther, you went far. Charis is way down there. I don't know how he got down there that far. Osbeer at Karnak as well. So, Larnac and Karnak, or Kanak. Kananked. I don't know. I don't speak Vlandian. I just am Vlandian. So here's Peric. Looks like he's looking to lose to some Sea Raiders. We'll chase him down in a second. I just want to try to get as many... Oh, no recruits. Alright, Mr. Peric. I will help you out. I'm just going to automatically send troops, because... So I helped him out just so that he would be happy. And let's talk to him. Negative 49. Yikes. I've already convinced him, actually, in the past. Whoa, he requires a lot of money, but I will pay it. So he required a lot of money, I think, because of my reputation with him was terrible. So I'm going to take Peric off of the list. So now it's Osbeer at Turby, which is north of me, and Ingolther at Charis, which is south of me. So I'm going to go north first to Osbeer. Now, I've tried to recruit Osbeer a lot in the past, which I've not always been successful at, or rather, I've never been successful at. Just kind of annoying. A little irksome. Probably after recruiting Ospir, I will no longer have any money for any additional recruits. And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't I just see Rhadan over here, and then he teleported over here? Is there 2 Rhadans? Ah, there's 2. Well, that's not confusing. There's 2 Rhadans, and they both work for, one's Gilman clan. What about the other Rhadan? They're both Gilman clan. Okay, so Gilman clan has senior and junior or something. They must be, are they related? I don't even know, I don't care. But, super confusing that they're twins or whatever. Alright, Ospir. Now's the time. You either join me or I beat you up again. Just like I did down in, what's it called? In Tublius Castle. He had the chance to join me, and he chose not to, so then I just declared war and basically schooled him. Alright, so Ospir is right over here at Horsker. And while I'm up here, I might as well just recruit like crazy. This is so far flung. Oh, there's another Rhadan. It's probably the same one that ran up ahead, but I'm just going to go with there are infinite Rhadan everywhere I look. Yeah, this little nook corner of Vlandian territory is pretty far away from everything else, meaning that it's pretty uncommon for vassals to recruit here because it's just inconvenient. Which is great for me, because if I'm looking to add numbers, this is the place. So I am almost full myself. Wait. Oh, wow, he really juked me. Alright. It's fine. Take a look at the parties. Oh, you know, my vassals are fairly full. They're not too bad in terms of how many recruits they require. That's good. Well, I've spent about 15 minutes recruiting. That's not Ospir. So I think it's just about time to go to war. As soon as I find this dude. He is moving around a lot, though, and maybe faster than I am. He's heading south-southwest. And I am 100% full army. Now, a lot of these recruits here are going to need, like, job designations. I'm also going to add some of the prisoners I have, which means I'm going to be over capacity, but that's fine. I can give some away to big smiling brother there. All right, where are you, Ospir? Is this you? Nope, Oshir. Alright, Trustin's full. And next up, Damien. One of the benefits of filling them up with Vlandians, I'm just going to fill all of them up now, is that if I lose Vlandians, I can always draw from my friends here and still be following the rules. Okay, he's Osbeer is definitely heading south to contribute to the war. He's been on a southward path. Here he is. He's traveling around, maybe to recruit. I don't know. He's standing around. I'm not really sure. Wait up. I think we're the same speed. So, oh, there we go. Finally. Osbeer hates my guts. So this might not work. Oh, I've tried to persuade him to recently. Okay, forget that. Let's untrack everything that I currently have. I would be happy going to war with who I have now, but let me try for Ngulthur. Just to spend every last penny I have, I guess. Ooh. Free relationship with Juron of Julios. Works for me. No complaints here. Oh, he went south. We switched places. Calatild is over there. Oh, there's two Ngulthurs. That's confusing. I'm also about to disband, but I only have companions, so I can just get, you know, cohesion for free. Okay, here we go. Ngulthur is at Oxhall. Oh, man. So another thing I'm going to want to do, once I get Ngulthur, is... maybe I'll do it right now, just to save me some time. I'm disbanding my army so that I can get free, free cohesion. And then what I'm going to do is go through, and all of the new guys that just joined, the ones that need territory, Abolitos and Peric. Who else? Let me go to the Kingdom tab and make sure there's no clans that I've forgotten. So, Abolitos, Peric, and Muron and Incurian. I'm making sure that Muron and Incurian. The guys that most stand to benefit from a war with Vlandia are the ones that are going to be doing the heavy lifting. Basically, if you want territory, you gotta help take it. It's been a law or rule that I've had for quite some time now. And, yeah, we'll stick by that. Alright, Ngulthur, it says you're here, and you are. You are in the keep. With your big old smile. Where are you? Here you are. Join or I cut you down. No, I guess that's not exactly true. Alright, he hates my guts too, so my guess is I won't be able to support him, or recruit him, due to the fact that he probably would be too expensive even if I was able to charm him to my side. We'll see. I literally can't fail, so. Yep, too expensive. I was right. He also looks like a some sort of monk or something. Interesting. He's acting like a monk too. So, if I am going to war with Vlandia, I don't want so much border gore. If you're not familiar with what border gore is when the borders between your territory and someone else's territory is like ugly, like well, like the Vatican. I mean, that's a good example. The Vatican, you know, is inside of Italy entirely. That's border gore. I mean, not that the Vatican's a bad real life example. What would be a good example? Like, a really good example of good borders would be, like, between the US and Canada. It's relatively straight. It's not perfectly straight, but it's a relatively straight line. You know, that is pretty clear and pronounced or whatever. Really bad border gore, let me see. Map of the world. Would be maybe something like Eritrea and Ethiopia. I'd have to look at a map right now. Or Somalia and Ethiopia. You know, that's some nasty border gore, in my opinion. So here we are at the border of Charis. We used to own Charis, but then it was taken back. But I want a nice contiguous border with Vlandia, and Charis is going to be on the top of my my capture list. Now, another thing I wanted to add is once your trade skill is up high enough, I forget where it is, you are able to gift territories to your vassals. I forget which one it is. But I'm not going to go... I'm not going to go all the way down this trade tree just to be able to gift out my towns. Because it would just be too boring and take too long. Okay, yeah. Everything has a price. You can now trade settlements when doing barter. Right. I'm not going to power level my trade up to 300. That's just going to take too long. But diplomacy, Vlandia, propose. I vote yes. This is going to cost me just 100 because the majority sides with me. That's good. And then make sure that all of my recruits are as leveled up as they can be. All my companions are in the correct groupings. Actually, you know what? My companions I want as 5. The reason being is when I am riding around in a battle, I don't want all of my cavalry following me, because it's annoying, to be honest. I just want some of my cavalry, and the best way to do that is just to have my own companions follow me around. So here's Charis, there's 300 defenders, and I have led up a siege. Okay, I'm gonna go with the standard towers. Now, who's still coming? Is everyone that I've rallied... Alright, I'm gonna add a few more. I think they're all here, though. Poor Vlandia. Gyarios just died of old age. So Gyarios was the leader of the empire here, the Western Empire, which is gone. Let me make it clear that they don't own anything. But he just made his son leader. Or he didn't make, but his son inherited the crown. The sovereignty. Alright, let's lead an assault. Interesting castle layout. I'm gonna work on... Oops, smash my horse into the wall. I'm gonna work on this western wall here, because there's no portholes for me to get cheeky shot in. I don't like when there's the little, like, holes for crossbowmen that I can't see that are in the dark to shoot me. Come on, show yourself again. Or not. There you are. You've been an elusive target. Just keep missing. There we go. You look dead. Man, this siege tower's taking a while. I might actually switch walls. Because it looks like the siege tower on the east might be getting there sooner. And also that there's no more targets for me to shoot over here, so... Nope, this one is just as slow. But at least there's some fresh targets to shoot at. Oh, whipping it over your head. What about the battering ram? Is that going to get there anytime soon? Oh, yes, that's a little faster. I like that they have a moat with no water. That the game was like, alright, we don't know how to manage water physics, so let's just leave the water out. Sounds reasonable. This time, unlike last episode, I'm going to attempt not to get, have a boulder landed on my head. I'm very barely helping here. I don't even know what the gate's HP is. Oh, it's gone. Okay, there are people up there, but I don't see them with rocks. I see them with bolts. So I think I'm okay to help break the gate down. I wouldn't ask my men to do anything I myself wouldn't do. I think it's a very important leadership quality that Sarlin here has. Oh, I don't want to be in the middle of this. Excuse me, pardon me. But yeah, my troops came in. They aren't doing well. Just like every other castle siege, once we truly breach, our numbers and our healthy and skilled warriors make very quick work of the defenders. Was that Damien? No, that's a legionary. I should have been able to tell the difference. Damien wouldn't use a javelin. Okay, so there's no one else fleeing right now. Oh, that's not true. Now, one could make the argument that the more people I kill right now, the less ransom I'm going to have as a result of ransoming these guys off. So, like, I'm literally just fighting myself at this point. But it's just so fun. All of these cowards that think that they're going to somehow leave this castle. May I remind you, that is not the case. Oh, maybe for you. Or you too. That should be it. 15 to 200. With, well, so let's call it 300. And the cool thing is, the prisoners here are all Vlandian. AKA, I can recruit them all. So, again, once again, it doesn't make much sense. I fully appreciate it. It does not make much sense for me to kill troops as they're trying to flee. It works against my best interest. I just find it fun. So I'm only going to keep the higher level ones that are recruitable, the 3s and 4s. Everybody else can go. I'm going to see if there's anything worthy of trade. Yeah, there's some war horses here. And that's about it. But I did loot some weapons. And a whole lot of crummy armor. As far as food goes, I have a ridiculous amount of it, I think, for my army. So I'm not going to worry about that. 39 days of food is just plenty. So, next target will be Jacqueline. Alright. Heading north. So, yes, there is a war, army here that I'm going to chase down. And these guys are besieging Charis. But, I'm going to stop the besiege of Sargat first. Oh, man. Yeah, Vlandia is really coming out. Hello, you are on the wrong side. So here is a relatively large battle of just north of 3,000 troops.
Footmen! Soldiers! To me! Infantry! With me!
Okay, so my companions I want following me.
Archers! Spread the infantry! Make a shield wall!
I think it's not ideal, but I think this mini hill is probably the best location for me
Footmen!
in terms of where to make a stand.
Riders, hear me! Together, form a wedge! Get moving! Horses! Horsebowmen with me!
Okay, so I have my companions and one horsebowman follow me around. There goes one vassal. Are you a vassal? Wow, you are riding hard. My horse is faster. Whoa, but yours changed directions. I know I'm not really attending my own troops, but knocking their vassals out is honestly pretty important. There goes another one. Make all sorts of noises if you want. Here, I'll shoot you then. You want to run for me? Oops. Oops. Okay, maybe, oh, there we go. Got him. I was gonna say, maybe I should stop shooting. But hey, in this instance, the ends justify the means. Who's this? M? Okay, M was dismounted. Which is not great. Oh, here is the leader of their whole army. She is. That was Lyanna. I saw her name plate pop open for a second. And she's down. Richard the Stag got her. I dismounted her, and then Richard the Stag finished her off. I'll take partial credit. Alright, here's another one. Rhadamant. That was a miss. Yeah, having my companions follow me around. Oh, there we go. He's down. definitely better than all of my cavalry. Now, I do have a lot of cavalry that are just, like, sitting around right now. But I haven't really needed them. I'm going to position my cavalry for a rush on their archers. Another vassal down. Ooh, you were couched. Not anymore. Oh, you look like a vassal as well. Yep, you are Calatiled. You can keep that shield up if you want. It's not gonna help you. I think I'm going to hold off and not do a rush. And just let my archers lay into them. So it looks like they're sort of half committing. Another alternative is to try to take this peak. But the reason why I didn't initially take this peak is, no, never mind. The reason I didn't initially take that peak is it's going to be harder to reinforce as it is further from my reinforcement point. Ouch. Okay, this is going to be a rough charge. Let's see if it works. Okay, I'm putting my archers in a better position. A little bit more vulnerable, but way better line of sight. I'm going to put the majority of my cavalry covering the archers. And we should start to see my archers making good headway on their numbers. Alright, their archers were out of position, so I am going to strike with cavalry. No horse for you. Alright, it was very costly. So now I'm having them fall back to me. My crossbowmen are still firing. Okay, sending in my infantry to hold a different line. I'm going to hold this mountain here. Getting a little bit more aggressive, but I think it's good time for that. Do not want to get hit by these crossbow, though. Very dangerous to be doing what I just did. Vlandian crossbowmen do a lot of damage. Alright. Putting my horsemen back into position. You were riding straight at me. I saw you. I saw you. You wanted the promotion of knocking me down, didn't you? I don't think you're going to get it. Maybe my horsemen can shut down flanks from over here. So I'll reposition them a bit. I think a huge number of them are fleeing. Get off my troops. Oh, you're gonna get knocked out so hard. Bye-bye. Oh, what the? Yep, I guess they were fleeing. Whoa, no, 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 no! Ouch. So yeah, they're crossbowmen worthy of fear. For sure. So here's a big cavalry rush that they just made that I am trying to counter a bit, albeit poorly. Because I don't want them harassing my reinforcements. Oof. All of my companions are down except for one. I mean, doing what they're paid to do, right? For the kingdom. Oh, what? That connected. I wanted to reposition my archers yet again.
Kill them all! Roman! Forward!
There we go. Let's do it.
Riders! Soldiers! Onward! Horses! With me!
Doing it under the cover of a false charge. Yeah, see, they're really harassing my reinforcements.
Infantry! Move!
I'm not going to tell my infantry to move much further. They're getting cavalry rushed, and they need to hold their ground. Alright, they do have some cavalry in our back line, so let me work on that. You guys, get going. Ooh. Right as they're fleeing. Nice. So a lot of them, we're going to have a lot of prisoners from this fight, I think. Because a huge proportion of their troops chose to flee. Even the cavalry, which have like high morale and are not normally at risk of fleeing. Yep, running away. I saw it.
Archers! Get moving!
Interestingly enough, it looks like they're just running through my line and then exiting the map as soon as they can.
Charge!
Telling everyone to charge. They're charging me, so I'll charge them. Oh, a banner knight. That's a high-level dude. Now look at them go.
Infantry!
Okay, I want to reform my line. I'll do it here.
Onwards! Soldier have at us!
Nope, they just respawned. All right, let's actually do it like this. I'm gonna put my
Forward!
are my men right where they respawn to maximize casualties.
Archers! Forward! Bowmen! Footmen! Arrow! Horsemen! Keep close!
Alright, so they respawn basically here, where my footmen are standing. So if they have more reinforcements, we're waiting for them, in other words. Hello, Banner Knights. Oops. 4 arrows left. Oh, come on. Well, I guess he's getting out. I think this is a full-fledged flea. I don't believe that there's much more fight in them. So as those cowards exit the map, they might have a reinforcing spawn. Oh, yep, there they are.
Everyone cut them down!
That was foolish. Oh, man, that could have been really, really bad. Dummy.
Bowmen! Move! Soldier! Everyone engage!
Alright, we'll just keep
Soldier!
killing them where they spawn.
Forward! Archers!
You want to leave? Sorry, you can't. I'm not going to be able to catch him.
Archers! Arrows! Infantry! Soldier! Take over command!
Alright, I'm telling the AI to take over command. Just try to maximize the effectiveness. Yeah, they're immediately heading for the exits. The day is lost, they say as they enter. Oh! That was unexpected. And I think that's it. I think that's the last of the reinforcements. It's just waiting for these 5 to exit the map. Not bad ratio. Look at the amount of them that fled. Holy moly. Oh my god, look at that number. That is just ridiculous. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? Let's pick through the high-level guys, because I can always give these over to my vassals, or my companions. And then 549 prisoners. Yeah, what? like, that is a lot of prisoners. So what I'm going to do is just pick their highest tiered dudes that raffle off for the most. That ransom off, I should say, for the most. Which is to say, as many as I can hold and then some. As you can see here, I am full. And there's so many more. So many more yet to be added. I just don't have space. Done. Not anything of great value, unfortunately, loot-wise. But a huge battle nonetheless. And one that I actually survived. Now, I could have probably taken more prisoners and tried to limp quickly to Sargot to ransom them off, but I'm not going to go that route. Well, guys, that is all the time I have. I hope you enjoyed this extra long episode. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so very much for watching. I will catch you next episode. Farewell, everybody.